This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sentech Security and Communications.
You know, surveillance cameras have become the norm in both commercial and government environments. You see them everywhere now, from the little corner store gas station to the big box retail stores. What about your home? With the advancement in technology, the cost of quality surveillance equipment is really now more affordable. Justin Center is from Sentech Security Cameras, and Sentech Security, and he's joining us this afternoon to explain to us just how easy and affordable this entire idea is. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me, Jimmy.
So, it's really more affordable for everyone now, isn't it?
Yeah, it used to just be the high-end properties had surveillance cameras
right.
in a residential setting. Now it's become more common with the different types of technology. Just about anybody, any homeowner can afford.
So you've got two different kinds of systems, right? You got the hardwire and you got the cloud-based.
Yeah, what we got sitting here is these are like cloud-based cameras. A couple of different ones here. This one's kind of an indoor model.
Right.
Would go outdoor. And then this is the popular video doorbell that everybody sees now that you can push and watch from your cell phone.
Yeah.
You know, the advantage of these is they're easy to install, fairly inexpensive. However, all cloud-based cameras have a monthly fee.
Right.
So a lot of people don't want to commit to the monthly fee.
Now, when you say cloud-based, what does that mean? How does that work?
Okay, so the video that it takes is actually stored on the cloud, which we're not sure where the cloud is, right?
But we can access it.
Yeah, we can all access the cloud.
Right.
But the video is stored on the cloud, and they are charging you to store that video.
So, so that's where all that's coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're fairly cheap, fairly inexpensive to install. And if somebody just wants one or two cameras, I do recommend that method. Okay,
so are there more advantages or disadvantages? What are the advantages and disadvantages of cloud-based?
Well, the advantage is, of course, the initial cost is not very high.
Okay.
Of course, over time, it could catch up to you with the monthly fees.
Right.
They're easy to install, usually a little bit easier to use because you can tether them with your, if you have a current alarm system, you can hook it all together.
Yeah. See
your alarm, arm your alarm, see your cameras all in the same app.
Okay. Now, you've got some hardwired set up for us too, right?
I do.
Yeah? Let's go over there and
let's check it out.
This is fascinating. You have got a whole bunch of things, and you've even got the images up in our monitor here. So tell me what's going on here, what you've got going on with hard-based.
Okay, this is a hardwired, it's actually a commercial system we've adapted for more of a residential setting.
Okay.
So the advantages of this are, it's a one-time cost, it's a little bit more than that, but it's a one-time cost and you never pay a monthly fee.
Ah, okay.
So, and it records directly. So this is a 4-camera setup we've got here.
Look at this. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to set your cameras up here.
This is a 4-camera setup right here. This is what's called the DVR. The DVR has a hard drive in it, and it stores all the video locally in your house. It doesn't go outside world.
So you're recording everything all the time?
Well, you can set it up that way, but what we normally do is set it up to record only when something moves.
Okay.
So if you were to say this TV was in your living room, you could bring this TV up and watch your yard or
take a look around. Okay.
Take a look around, but it doesn't actually write it to the hard drive unless something moves.
Okay, so if something moves, how long is it going to keep that image? I mean, like a day or two, or?
Well, every property is different depending on the amount of movement, but we aim to get 30 days plus.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if something happens, you got plenty of time to go back and look. Did I get that on camera?
If you don't realize it's messed up within 30 days, you probably didn't need it anyway.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. So tell us more about what kind of cameras you've got here and what's working.
Okay. So this system right here is actually an HD system.
Right.
It's full 1080p, and it's uncompressed. So uncompressed means when you go back to play something back, it's not grainy.
Okay.
Everything's
I'm amazed at the quality in these cameras.
Yeah, pretty good. These two cameras over here is this is our go-to camera right now for residential, because it's actually it's infrared, so pitch black, dark, you're going to get a picture.
Still get an image.
Yep, still get an image, and it's got a motorized lens in it, which means there's no installer error, there's no consumer error.
Right.
The camera powers down. When it powers back up, the motorized lens locks it into a perfect focus every time.
Okay. All right. So what does it take for installation? What kind of things do you have to do for a hardwired system?
Well, it is a lot more involved than what we talked about over there. We have to actually hardwire each camera to this DVR box.
Okay.
So what we normally do in a house is take this DVR box and put it to whichever TV in the house that the homeowner would want. Normally it's their living room TV.
Yeah.
It kind of blends right in with their cable box, with their other little electronics there. Nobody really knows it's there. And then we run the wires up the wall, through the attic, or down the wall, through the crawl space, or a combination of both.
So depending on the house, you could have a bigger job as opposed to a different kind of house.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
But that doesn't make it impossible. Now these,
No.
you would mount outside, I guess like you have on a post here, that
Yeah.
one by your hand.
Yeah, so we've got the different cameras. I talked about those a second ago, where those are kind of our go-to right now. This is what's more called a turret camera.
Yeah.
It's still 1080p HD. It doesn't have the motorized lens on it. This is a less expensive option.
So you'd
But
put this like on an awning.
Yeah, but see, it's still got a nice clear picture.
Yeah, no kidding. You can see all our crew. Ah.
Right. And then this is more of a commercial camera
Right.
than the other ones. It's actually, I'm sure you probably can't see it,
Yeah.
but we can actually open this case and these are what's called fixed lens cameras.
Right.
This is a varifocal lens camera. So we can take it from wide, take it from tight. Say you want a camera up on your awning shooting right at your mailbox, just your mailbox nice and tight, we can make this happen with this. So
Justin Center with Sentech, it's available and you can make it, and it's affordable. Thank you so much for
Thanks for
talking
having
to
me.
us today. This is absolutely amazing. I gotta tell you, I might be talking to you when the show is over today. Some good stuff right here.